Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel CrackZat Turning Problems into Solutions. This is me Priyasha Das, and today we are up with the most awaited video on this channel for so far. There have been many comments coming up to make a schedule video or a timetable kind of a thing which will help us to crack that in 20 days, 15 days. So I came up with a 2-week program. 14 days is enough to crack that if you do it seriously. Actually, I was trying to come up with a different separate video for working professionals, for college graduates, and so on. I'll do that later, but for now, those who are planning to crack that in this year, I would be coming up with a little generalized format. But even though it's generalized, there are some prerequisites to follow this. The first prerequisite to follow it is at least I need you people to dedicate 5 hours in a day. Now, when I say 5 hours, it is not necessary that you need to do it right away in the middle of your work, but you can also find out some work now, sometime from the early morning or from late night, whatever suits you well. And first requisite was this. Second requisite was whatever I'm going to write, along with it, you have to do a little bit of exercise every day. Exercise of DM and exercise of DI. How are we going to do that? We are going to do at least 10 questions of DM every day. And what will be the source of these questions? Now, there are plenty of websites providing you the previous year papers of that, and every previous year paper will have 21 questions of DM definitely in it. That means you have 14 days in your hand, and if you want 140 questions, then you can easily go up with any 7 previous year papers of your choice starting from 2021. So you can go up and take any 7 papers, and that will provide you as a source for your DM practice every day. 10 questions. Now, I don't think it will take a lot of time to do that. You can even do it walking around on your mobile phone. That means you don't need to sit anywhere. Suppose you're waiting for someone or you're doing something which you are not doing with your whole heart, then you can dedicate that time also to practice the DM questions. Second thing is one DI set, only one DI set. Now, again, the same thing. Every previous year paper will have at least 2 or 3 DI sets in them in the QA section. So you can target any 14, like you see, you need only 14 DI sets to practice in these 14 days. So that means you can easily target for around 2 or 3 papers will be even, 3 to 4 papers will be enough for you. So over here, these are the two things which I need to do on a daily basis every day. DI practice and DM practice needs to be done every day, and these two things together will take in around 1 hour, not more than that, even less than that. Now, what more will you focus on an everyday basis for the remaining 4 hours? For the remaining 4 hours, I need you to practice something day by day. Now, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you are doing CR today or you are doing CR tomorrow. I'm just writing it down in the days format so that it's easier for you to, just note it down. On 19th, I have, figured out CR questions. So because today the video will be up by around sometime in the morning. So that's why I'm just keeping CR questions for today. It is not necessary that you do it today itself. You can do it tomorrow also. Just try to adjust or cover up this syllabus in time. Second thing which I find important in mathematics is PNC and probability. So PNC videos are already there on my channel, and along with it we have to also learn probability. But the thing over here is that I haven't uploaded the videos of probability. It takes some times to upload these videos, guys, and I'm actually a working professional, so it takes some time. I have some additional project work apart from where I work. I also do a bit of freelancing, and I'm an author as well for various books. So that's why sometimes there is a kind of speed audit kind of thing, and we have to dedicate more time over there. So that's why I'm just a bit more busy over there, so I'm not able to make 2 3 videos in a day, but I'll anyways try to make one video. All right, moving next to 21st. So on 21st, we can learn poem based RCs. So don't worry, I'll be up with a video on the same. I'll definitely help you with a poem based RC video before you appear for your exam. And along with it, you should also work on your regular RC. Okay, working on your regular RC means what? Are you going to, I don't even want you to like do this RCs every day. Don't need. You have practiced enough for CAT, I think. And if you haven't prepared for CAT at all, then also for the RCs, you just need to have that reading forte. So if you have it, very good. If you don't have it, then you can also consider taking one RC every day. That is totally upon your strength and weakness. If you find it as a weakness, please practice one RC every day. Otherwise, if you find it good to go, then you can continue with it. Now, next day I have considered it to be profit and loss. Now, we haven't been doing arithmetic, but you know that it will come in the exam. And profit and loss is a very commonly asked topic, and you have a choice here. Either you go with profit and loss or you learn interest. These two are equally asked questions, and it is totally upon your choice which one do you find a little bit easier, because both of them have a almost equal probability of coming in the paper. And whatever I've created by analyzing the previous 10 years paper of that and their frequency of the questions, and only then I have come up with these important topics to take up at the end. So it's your choice to go up with any of them. Next, I'll move you to verbal section in the para jumbles and in the para completions. So para jumbles and completion is one of the most commonly asked questions, okay, out of the RC section. So we need to practice that also a little bit. Now, I am pretty sure that you will not exhaust the entire day practicing it. So you can make a little bit of adjustments up and down, adding up something extra, or if you are lagging behind because of one day you were not able to follow it, so you can definitely continue and adjust this accordingly. Now the next QA thing which I am going to give you is geometry, again a very important thing. Now what I like to tell you in geometry is one small tip: don't go into very much depth. Like if you are not aware of the circle theorems and you are like, it completely bewilders you, then don't try to learn the circle theorems now. Just keep it a little, you know, up the surface, not very much in depth. So that's why you can also include mensuration separately in your preparation, geometry and mensuration, because mensuration are more formula oriented, so it will be easier to cover it. Now on 25th, I know it's Christmas, but if you really want to cover up things, you can just spoil your Christmas as well. Anyways, but here in Christmas, I have just kept a little less thing. Like I would be going with a topic called as binary logic. Now, if you people are not aware of this topic, then it is something called as true and false type of statements. And that one video is available on my channel itself on true and false. So this binary logic is nothing but that kind of questions. And since the ZAT comes up with a VALR section, so you can expect a binary logic question, a FIJ question, logic deduction question, okay, in this VA section. So remember, this is logic deduction. One more thing you can remember over here, logic deduction. And then the next thing you need to learn along with it is error detection. So we'll all also you can just, you don't need the whole day to do it, but at least you can go around previous year papers and just go through the questions of error detection and see what has been the general case over here. All right, so I assume that from 19 to 25th, I have kept these important topics. As I said earlier, there is no order to follow. You can do poem-based RCs today also, and you can do profit and loss tomorrow also. That's not a problem. I'm just clubbing together the important topics you need to focus on in these 14 days. Now, coming to the next 26th I would give up to algebra. And when I write algebra, I'm talking about the, raw basic algebra. So you can just figure out the questions of algebra a little bit from the previous year questions. See, what should be the process of learning? The process of learning should be, you should first go to the PYQ, try some questions from there, And then if you have any other source or any other book from where you can practice similar questions, practice it from there. Now, the reason I'm saying this is I have seen comments coming up in my video also. Some say use PYQ, some say don't use PYQ. Now, see, both has pros and cons. I'll tell you about both of them. अगर हम लोग पहले PYQ use करते हैं, that means we first go and check out what comes in the previous year paper. तो उससे हमें एक idea मिल जाता है that what kind of standard is asked, what kind of questions are asked, उस कितनी डिफिकल्टी लेवल होती है, कितना मैक्सिमम डिफिकल्ट जा सकता है, कितना मिनिमम डिफिकल्टी रहता है. वी विल गेट अ एनालिसिस ऑफ द सेम एंड अकॉर्डिंगली वी विल नॉट वेस्ट अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम प्रैक्टिसिंग मच हार्डर क्वेश्चंस or similarly a very easy question on algebra, right? Because this analysis has no way if you have 1 year in your hand. If you have 1 year in your hand, I would recommend you to practice the hardest question also on algebra. But if you have only 14 days, so instead of freaking out after practicing a very hard question on algebra, you should actually make your basics strong so that even if you give 2 minutes, 3 minutes to a question, at least after giving 3 minutes to a question, you would be able to solve it. So keep that in mind and proceed accordingly. Now, the next topic which I would be taking up after algebra is coordinate geometry. Now, this is also a very commonly asked part. Okay, so what we will be doing is we will be adding up coordinate geometry to our syllabus. 14 days syllabus. Now after coordinate geometry, we'll again move down to verbal where we will be learning closed test. Do you guys are aware of closed test? Closed test is fill in the blanks in the form of a passage. Very commonly asked in the grammar section. So for that, again, my recommendation will be for you to go back into the past 5-year papers and complete all the fill in the blanks question given there. And only then if you have any source from where you can learn and practice, please practice it from there. Okay, consider a little bit of vocab in it as well also. That means how will you learn vocab in one day? You will learn vocab in one day by directly searching for the words which you don't know. Now I am pretty sure and I am pretty sure of the fact that ZAT provides you such words in their question paper which you have come across for the first time. And I am very humble enough to say this. ये मेरे साथ बहुत बार हुआ है. Every time I see a previous year paper of ZAT, there is 1 or 2 or 10 words also sometimes जो कि मुझे पता ही नहीं. I never knew about that word and that's the first time I'm encountering it. But I guess the meaning with the help of the sentence structure. So that's normal for everyone to do. But how will you learn vocab in one day? If you are learning these papers or these questions, then I recommend you to directly double tap and search for that word if it is in the proper PDF format. Otherwise, you can just type that word in your mobile phone and try to search out the meaning. अगर आप instantly देखते हो ना, that will really make an effect and it will keep you, that word in your mind along with its meaning. Now, the next topic after closed test. After closed test, we will be learning ratio, mixture, and alligation. Okay, so these chapters are important because 1 or 2 questions definitely are a part of the QA section. So if you have time enough in your hand, please give one day to ratio alligation also. Easy and a must come question. A must come question. Now, the section which you people were, very eagerly waiting for, that it has been 30th and, Priyasha has not mentioned it till now. It's TNW and it's TSD. What are these? The basic arithmetics, time, speed and distance, time and work. And the reason I've kept it on 30th is I really want you to do it on 30th. You know the reason why? No matter how much you do time and work, time, speed, distance, you should do this chapter 2 days before or 3 days before your actual paper, because if you do it, you would see visible results, visible results. If you get confused in the examination while solving these basic arithmetic questions, then for those people especially, you should do it just 2 days, 3 days before the paper only. And one more mathematics topic, only if you have time in your hand, guys, you can go up with something as of no, like let's relax on that day. What's it? What should 31st night? No one studies. Even if you are at home, there will be award functions going on, and there will be some songs played somewhere near to you, and you will not be able to concentrate. Okay, so if you won't be able to concentrate, then you can take this day to relax with GK. Okay, so I'm writing it to be relax with GK. Okay, now how will you relax with something you have to learn? Of course you can. You can relax with GK on the 31st. And there's one last day, but I'll keep it completely blank for you. The reason is it's one day before the exam, and I don't want you to freak out on that day learning anything new or something like that. So you can just analyze your previous performance. And analysis of what? Analysis of mocks, you would be saying that you did not even keep a single day for mock. Now see, I told you, mocks are something of your preference, your time slot, your everything depending upon you. So when everything is depending upon you, see through all the days, see through all the days. Whenever you see or whenever you find that this particular day I am having at least 3 hours at a span free with me, please go ahead and give a mock. It's not for your score analysis, it's not for your overall performance match up with anyone, nothing. It's basically, as I mentioned in my short also, it's basically for your practice of sitting for 3 hours, basically, first thing. And second thing is, how have you been performing in the time pressure? And in time pressure, see, that is an exam, you will not feel the time crunch. The reason is that questions are less, and you probably have around 2 minutes for a question, around, like around 1 minute to 2 minutes for a question. So it becomes pretty easy to manage up, the ZAT paper. You'd never are like, you will never feel like you're running around, because there's no sectional time also. So if you given a little 15 minutes more in one section, you can probably make it up in the other section. And yes, one small tip while closing this video. So the tip is that if you find that your QA is the weakest, just giving an example, considering the comments below. So if you find QA to be the weakest, please try to keep around 1 hour 20 minutes or 15 minutes for QA. And where will you adjust that extra 15-20 minutes? Adjust it 90% of the time from the DM section, and 10% 20% of the time from the VA section. Okay, because if you're weak at something, give it more time, not only in the preparation but also in the exam, because you never know that without the formula also, by doing simple calculations, you can cover up a number of 3-4 questions in the quant, and that really makes a difference at that. So don't hurry up and start marking all the answers. I'll be up with a short where I'll tell you about the unattempted questions and the marks which is, reduced or deducted for the unattempted questions. That will be up in a short, very, very, recently you will get that short. But for now, here's the 14 days plan in front of your screen. So that's all about the video. I'll just sum it up again, that 5 hours a day is required to cover up this, and this, there is no order to follow the topics here, but I have just mentioned the topics so that you get to know about the importance of the topics coming in the previous 10-year papers of that, and based on that analysis I have come up with these important topics. You can focus on these topics in the last remaining 14 days and try to cover up 10 questions of DM every day and 1 DI set for sure. And if you think that verbal is your weakest section and you're not able to cope up with RCs at all, like the accuracy is too very bad, then you can go for 1 RC each day as well. Okay, I hope this video was useful to all of you guys. And yeah, a big shout out to everyone. Thanks a lot for the 500 plus subscribers. I'm so happy that I could reach so many people and help so many people with their preparation. Please keep sharing these videos so that the family grows, guys, and the efforts are, turned into real fruits for someone. And until we meet again with the next video, of course, not a strategy video. Of course, it would be something related to your preparation only. So until we meet again, please take care. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe this channel. and also press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a video. Bye bye. Take care.